To discuss in English, of course. Today is our first meeting after fasting month, and I want to say happy Eid Mubarak to all of you. And we are here. We have a theme about. We want to talk about build back tourism in a regenerative way, isn't it? Okay. And our speakers today, Andi, Junila, Aulia. Okay, she is here now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want to talk about his education. He is from Hasanuddin University, and he is environmentalist, founder of a growth. What is a growth? Yeah. Okay, and awardee ESLE Academic Fellowship Program, Spring 2021, Environmental Issues and Natural. We'll talk about it later. And for our time, I have please your next. Yes. I don't know what to say. My
So yeah. Okay. So actually I'm a little bit nervous because this is my first time to be a speaker, and then someone record me. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, maybe I just make it simple for this meeting. So hello everyone. Hi. My name is Andi Junila Aulia. So you can call me Junila or Ila for short. So yeah, I originally come from Bulukumba. I was born in Bulukumba. I school in Bulukumba, start from elementary school, junior high school, senior high school. And then when I was graduated from senior high school, then I continued my study at Hasanuddin University. So actually my background is come from agriculture. So I'm a bachelor degree. I'm a bachelor of agriculture. So yeah, before when I was in the university, I learned more about agriculture. So yeah, my background is actually like not really come closer to the theme today. It's about tourism. So but I will tell you why then I choose this theme today. So yeah. So I was graduated from Hasanuddin University in December 2019. So before I was graduated, I selected as one of the representative of Indonesia to give how to say that, get scholarship from Ministry of Education in United States of America. So yeah, and I got University of Hawaii. So I got the East West Center in in environmental issues and natural resources management. So yeah, so that's also noted in my my CV before. Yeah, actually Wisely is Young Southeast Asian Leaders Initiative. So it's one of the initiative by Obama before when he selected as a president, and then he he gave initiative from young leaders from Southeast Asian. So yeah. And then I also was selected. So from Indonesia, selected to go to Hawaii is just 4. So and I'm one of the persons in East Indonesia. So the others comes from Sumatra, and then Solo, and then Jakarta. Yeah. So I'm a representative of East Indonesia. So yeah, maybe before going to the time, maybe I will tell you a little bit of myself. Yeah. Actually, before I stated on the poster that I'm an environmentalist. So yeah, when I doing my research before getting a bachelor, so I take research about environmental biotechnology. So yeah, that's why I'm starting to interest in area of environmental. So yeah, that's why then I started to be an environmentalist. So yeah, and after that, why did I choose the theme about tourism today? Because before, so when I got the announcement from Department of State in the United States in March 2020 that said that maybe we should postpone your departure to US because of the pandemic. So that's why I started to looking for a job. And that's why I started to join one of the NGO called Our Company. So our company is a NGO based Japan, Indonesia. So the founder comes from Japan, but it's located in Ubud, Bali. So yeah, and their work is related to environmental sustainability, and then they have one eco villa, or we can say eco hotel, said Mana Earthly Paradise. You can see on Instagram at Mana Ubud. So they are trying to implement the concept of sustainability to the hotels. So before, as we know that I don't know, before maybe you already knew about this issue, or you already read about this article, but there is an article said that tourism industry has a support or donates about 5% of greenhouse gas emission in the world. So that's why it's really important. I mean, 5% actually is not a small number, you know, because okay, I will give you example. Let me give you example, like I will go to for example Bali, so I should go to Makassar. If I go to Makassar from Bulukumba, it's mean that I should take a car or maybe motorcycle for that. And that's the first step that I produce carbon. When I come from Bulukumba and then I go to Makassar by car. You know, car produce carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, something like that. And it took about 4 hours from Bulukumba to Makassar. So you can imagine how much we produce carbon just from Bulukumba to Makassar. Yeah, and then it's not enough because we just arrived at Makassar, but my flight is going to Bali. So it means I need to take a plane from Makassar again to Denpasar. So again, I produce carbon by using plane. Yeah, and then not just that. So I arrived at Ngurah Rai International Airport, and then it's not possible if I just stay at the airport, right? I mean, I should go to everywhere, right? Yeah. So I took maybe motorbike, or maybe I rent motorbike, or I rent car. So there is a guide maybe can help me to do that. But then not just one place. I mean, one place in Bali is not enough, right? So if you just go to Kuta, you will go to another place, or maybe we can go to Nusa Dua, or maybe we can go to Ubud, or maybe we can go to in the north Bali, how to say that, Kintamani in the mountain. So we should go everywhere, right? We don't want to spend our 3 days in Bali just stay at Kuta. No. So we should go everywhere. So you can count maybe. If you go to 3 places in Bali like Kuta and then Senggigi, Kuta and then Nusa Dua and then maybe Ubud. So there's just 3 places. But after that, you will take again car or motorbike. You can count how much you produce carbon to the world. So yeah, but you have to remember you will come back to Bulukumba again. So something like that. So that's why 5% is actually not a small number, not actually a small number. So then back to our theme today is about how to say that, how I take the theme about build back tourism in regenerative way. So yeah, how can we do that? So actually in 2016, the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy in Indonesia has a regulation in Undang-Undang number 10 in 2009. So it's about, we just not thinking about the development of the economic in the society, but also thinking about the culture and also the environment. So yeah, start from that. They want to support the Sustainable Development Goals 2030, and they have 4 pillars. First pillars is about how can the management, like hotels, like maybe something like this place, to be responsible of the tourism area. And then the second one is how can we preserve our culture in that place. So actually, like Bulukumba, it's not just maybe we can find a lot of kind of tourism area. It's not just a beach, it's not just a mountain, it's not just something like that, but we can also find like culture. Like if we go to Tanah Toa, we can learn more about culture and also environment. Yeah, so that's why. And the third pillars is about the economy enhancements. So beside we manage our activity to support the tourism, we also enhance the economy of the society. And then the last is about the sustainable environment. How can we make our environment is going to sustainable? Yeah, let me give you example again. So actually the concept of regenerative tourism is, I don't know if you already knew about this before, but I just want to make sure that regenerative tourism is actually a value come from our ancestors. Why then I say that? Because for example, the kids in the village, they don't have they can take a pee everywhere. Maybe their parents said that, oh, you don't need to, you can take a pee there because there is a ghost, or maybe there's something bad if you do that. So yeah, but also if we go to another place, some of the society or one of the communities say that you can't throw away your waste here. Maybe you can go and then you take a mineral water and then you just throw away. And then one of the communities said you can do that because maybe ghosts or maybe something like that, magic can bad for you, something like that. But actually it's just for save our environment. We can see the waste here, so that because there is no, you can throw away your waste, right? But it's actually the value from our ancestor. It's just to preserve our environment as well. So yeah, that's why it's actually closer to our habitual action. Yeah. In another example, like this. So how can then we save, or we trying to how to say that, to implement this kind of principle like this. So now there are some of NGOs in Indonesia. So I can give you example. One of the NGO called Carbon Ethics. It's a new NGO in Indonesia. So they actually want to help the tourism sector. It's not just produce carbon to our world. Yeah. So they have they have a, how to say that, they have a program named carbon offset. So example that like that before I go to Bali, and then there is a carbon calculator. So there is a tool called carbon calculator. So if I went to Bali, if I go to Bali, so it must produce maybe 30,000 30 kilograms of carbon. Yeah, it's just for example. So but you can count on the carbon calculator. And then after that, so it means if I return to Makassar again, it means like 60 kilogram of carbon. And then the carbon offset works like if we 60 kilogram carbons, so we should planting mangrove. So one mangrove means like 30 kilogram carbon. So if we spend around, in the carbon calculator show us, we spend around, in one flight we spend around 60 kilogram carbon. It means we should planting 2 mangrove tree in our city or maybe in the other programs. So something like that. So it's a carbon offset. How can we, actually we produce, I mean, we go everywhere. We go Bali because we need holiday, right? So but in the other things that we can get, we can help the world by doing the substitution, like carbon offset, the program. Yeah, like carbon offset program before. Yeah, that's one of the example. How can then again, so the next example come from Travel to Change. So Travel to Change is organization based in Hawaii. So my professor in the university founded this organization. It functions to get beneficiaries for the tourism sector. So how the Travel to Change work is they provide a program for tourists to help our Mother Earth to like a planting tree, and then empower the community around them to keep the culture, and then empower the community by giving them some example how to develop their business sector. So yeah, something like that. And then it's not just carbon ethics Indonesia and also Travel to Change in Hawaii, but also there are so many organizations in the world that works for related for sustainable and regenerative tourism. So the conclusion is regenerative tourism is actually how can we keep the 4 pillars. So the first is about the economic, and then we can keep the culture, and then we can keep the environment, and also we can manage our tourism be sustainable. Yeah, I think it's all.